it take? But oh god, my mic is really bad placed. There we go. What's going on, guys? It's PukaTuka here. Oh my gosh. Already started with the throat. Okay. No, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna play. Okay? What's going on, though? We're playing Pokemon... What? What? Did I just... We're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. What am I saying? Oh, I don't even know. What the flip just came out of my mouth? Okay, anyway, let's just get in. Okay. Yeah, this is a rough beginning already. Dang. I've had bad beginnings, but that was just sad. Wow. Alright, I need to pull up my stream. Okay. Let's okay, there we go. This is the game. Let's start. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright? No pausing. No pause. No pause. Let's look. Alright, we're on chapter 7. Alright, chapter 7. Storm clouds. Nighttime. Just got a shower, so my throat should be completely fine. PukaTuka, 17. Oh, come on. Mitsuki is so like you. Manga is lit. No, she isn't. Shut up. PukaTuka. She has pink hair and wears a red clip. Natsuki. Okay. And she loves to bake and read manga. PukaTuka. Natsuki. Yeah, but... PukaTuka. And she's the shortest girl in the club. I pause. Natsuki. I am not short. I have been texting Natsuki for most of the night, and I had to admit, it's turned out better than I expected it to go. As in, it was gonna be a brief, one and done tsundere-style conversation. We went over what we were gonna be doing, researching what recipes we wanted to use and how to style them. We made plans for her to come over this Sunday. She seemed insistent that we do all the work at my house, which was sort of unusual, but I didn't complain. I mean, wouldn't she not want to go over to a boy's house? I'm sure she's heard of how those kinds of manga plots go. Not that I would ever dare try anything of that sort. After figuring out all the details of who would pay for the what, we broke out into a general chat about our anime series and our favorite mangas. I eat up most of the wages since I'm shopping for all the supplies we'll need to make the cupcakes. At the moment, we were waist deep in our original conversation at the club about the Parfait girls, where I slowly couldn't help but notice the similarities between the culinary club and our literature club. PukaTuka. Okay, this is me. I'm PukaTuka. I'm just saying, there's so many similarities that it's kind of creepy. Ever heard of a coincidence? What? Coincidence, dummy? I can't speak! What is wrong with me today? I mean, usually I don't speak, but like, today's just like off day. What are you doing? Why did I pull that up? You just pulled up the stream up. So many things are going wrong. I'm just trying to charge stuff, trying to plug stuff in so stuff goes correctly for later. Pull this paper over. Okay, here we go. That's kind of a lot of coincidences. I can't speak. Coincidences. I watched her typing icon flicker for a few moments. Natsuki. Hang on, okay? I paused. Sure, no problem. I put my phone down for a moment to stretch out, sighing in pleasure as I felt my spine relax and pop. I glanced outside and barely noticed the sun had mostly set. The street lamps outside started to glare brightly. Why am I yawning? I'm literally... Oh my god, I just got out of the shower and everything. It's only when I stream. Street lamps outside starting to glare brightly. God, had I really not moved since I sat down? I spotted the half-empty immune bottle and noticed how dry my mouth was. I quickly snatched up the bottle and downed the contents. Wow. Minutes passed and not a single new message from Natsuki. I scrolled through her chat log and kept refreshing it, waiting for a new message to pop up. Nothing. I wonder what's keeping her. I couldn't help but think. I glanced down at my bowl on my desk, the drippings of soup from my dish now drying up. Might as well take care of that, I thought as I got up, scooping up the dish and empty immune bottle. Okay. I walked downstairs and set the bowl in the sink, turning on the tap to wash it out. As I washed, my mind drifted to my plans for Sunday, how early I'd have to get up and fetch her supplies. She said she wanted to come over in the morning. Have to get a nice wardrobe out and tidy up around here in general. I should probably ask if Mom and Dad are going to be home. I finished up the dishes and dried my hands off. I chucked the bottle into the trash and retreated upstairs. I plopped back down in my chair and looked at my phone again, feeling my heart sink when I saw there were still no messages from her. Even so, there were several new ones that had built up in the literature club chat. I tapped the notification. Monica. Okay, everyone. I hope you all know what you'll be doing tomorrow because the next meet will be nothing but prepping for the festival. No poems, but make sure you have one to read for a presentation. Can't wait to see everyone. Noted. Thank you for reminding us. Thanks for the update, Monty. How many times must I tell you not to call me that? Aw, it's meanie, Monty. Natsuki and Puka, did you two read this? I started to type. Yeah, thanks, Monica. Natsuki and I already figured out our plans. Looking forward to the festival. I swiped out of the chat and checked Natsuki's chat again. Last active 17 minutes ago. Don't worry, bro. I know your pain. Don't worry. Sighing, I clicked my phone off and tossed it onto my desk. I ran my fingers through my hair. And slowly swiveled on my chair to face my room, noticing how slightly dirty it was. Dirty clothes slumped around, unorganized textbooks, and I still haven't emptied my waste bin. Certainly not the dirtiest room in the world, but it could use some tidying up. Sorry about that. Oh yeah. I got up from my chair. Guess I'll start cleaning. Soon a half hour passed. I felt myself grow worried. She's probably eating dinner or something, I told myself. Yeah, her parents called her down to eat, but still, she at least would have texted me by now, right? Or maybe she's taking a shower or something. Or am I being too obsessive over this? Maybe. It's certainly nothing to worry about, at least. I could always talk to her through my phone buzzed. I quickly picked it up and read the notification. New message from Natsuki. Almost hopping with excitement, I quickly tapped the message. Sorry, my dad was calling me. I'll talk to you later. See you tomorrow. Find me at lunch. Don't forget PG. And just like that, her profile clicked off on him. PG. Look at these. Hey. Perfect girl. Oh my god. There we go. The rays of morning sun peered in through my window, painful stakes digging through my eyelids into my eyeballs. I tossed in my bed, shielding my eyes from the light. Downstairs, the smell of breakfast wafted through my nose. The faint sounds of cooking oil sizzling and popping. My stomach rumbled, dreaming of eggs and bacon. My hands grasped out of my nightstand and picked up my phone, placing my finger on it to unlock the phone. The first thing I saw was a row of dismissed alarms, one after another. My mind slowly started to spur. What the heck? What time is 9:22 a.m. I shot up in my bed, panicking. Crap, I overslept. Class started well over an hour ago. Do Mom and Dad even know I'm here? They must think I already left, busy getting ready for the day. I threw my bedspread aside and shot up, rushing for the door. I listened in downstairs. A TV played, a male voice speaking in careful Japanese. I could hear faint, light music playing. My mom and dad talking, but I couldn't make out their words. So they're here. Crap. Whatever. They'll know I'm here once I head downstairs. Maybe Dad can even give me a ride to school? I turned to my drawer and started pulling out a clean uniform, having just fallen asleep in yesterday's attire. He slept in. I quickly buttoned up my blazer and went to the bathroom, combing my hair back into a respectable shape. I took a moment to check the rest of my notifications. I started quickly reading them and swiping away. I stopped. Happy thoughts. Hey, we still walking together today? Getting time to go. 2 missed calls from Sayori. Oh well, you're probably still asleep. Hope you can come to the club today. I felt my head start to swirl. I completely left Sayori. I hope this line, it bothers me. It really does bother me. Crap. Why did I stay up so late trying to finish Parfait Girl? Even if it was a good volume, which it kinda was. Now Sayori probably thinks I'm ignoring her or something. I moaned to myself, opening up her chat. I quickly hacked out a message. Hey, I'm really sorry. I didn't wake up to walk today. I'm really sorry I didn't wake up to walk today. Hope you weren't waiting too long. Can I make it up to you with cookies? I pushed send and shoved my phone in my pocket. Oh, my hair keeps on brushing against my shoulder. Gotta remember to wrap up a few cookies from the fridge for her now. I slung my bag over my shoulder and left my room, quietly shutting the door behind me. Nice living room. I walked downstairs. Rays of sunlight streamed in through the large wall-to-wall windows, glowing on the wood floors and furniture. On the table I could see my father's laptop in the suitcase and my mother's various folders spread out. This is so weird. Puka? You're still here? Dad was a lean and polished man, and a little nerdy in appearance with solid black glasses and neatly combed hair. He was dressed in his usual formal attire, blue suit blazer with a starched white dress shirt, fat red tie and blue dress pants. He's here? I heard a soft female voice from the kitchen. Mom. Ooh, let me see them play it. I coughed. Overslept. Sorry, I was heading out right now. I moved to the door. Alright, and there we go. I was waiting for the moment to appear. I knew it was gonna happen, but now I have a thumbnail. My mom emerged from the kitchen, a steaming plate in hand. Nonsense. Eat. Can't have my son heading for his studies on an empty stomach, can I? My mom was a fairly short woman, about as tall as Sayori, I'd say, with a soft face and dazzling complexion. She had her black hair tied up in a small bun, a lightly grease-stained dull yellow apron wrapped around her. She was wearing a pink sweater beneath it, not yet changed into her formal attire yet. She held the plate and a tall glass of orange juice out to me, a smile on her face. I thankfully took the plate and drank and kissed her on the cheek. Oishi so arigato. I know arigato means something like thank you, but I don't know what does that mean? Oishi so. I'm gonna have to go to translate because I want to see what this means. There's some things that you have to understand, okay? Oh, what? Translate to English. I don't want German. I just want you to detect the language. Japanese. You know what? That's what it is. It doesn't matter. Oishi so arigato. Delicious, thank you. Okay, that's what it means. I don't speak Japanese. I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese. For an Black Ops 3 fans. For zombies. Just in case. Great. Oh my god, I love that. Wait, let me read this. This is a PC. No matter the world, Dell's Alien Aurora are again, which for limited time to 680 when you use promo code. Oh god, I check out. That's a savings 420, 38% off the regular price of 1100. Anywhere so the Intel Core 5 or GeForce 1660. Oh my god, that would be great. I don't have that money. Okay, I need to stop getting distracted. I set it down on the table in the seat to my left for my father. His attention returned to the television. I set my bag next to my chair, resigned. Well, I'm late to school anyway, and the school stopped serving breakfast by now. Might as well eat, I thought to myself as I sat down. I suddenly remembered about the cookies. I got up from my chair. We're in the kitchen. What's wrong? I don't know what voice to give her. She was hovering around the kitchen, cleaning it up, making breakfast. I stepped into the small area of the kitchen and opened up the fridge. Nothing, Mom. Just getting a little treat for someone. I plucked out a few chocolate chip cookies from the tray, looked around, searching for a chilled coffee drink for myself. Ah, who's it for? Why am I need to not do that accent. I opened the drawer and pulled out a thin box of plastic wrap, tearing off a sheet. Oh, just say Ori. Oh, how sweet of you. How is she these days? You never talk about her as much anymore. How is her mother? I'd like to invite her over for tea like we used to. I paused, carefully thinking of my answer. Well, I'm not sure about her mother, but Sarah is really good. She's been walking with me to and from school these past few weeks. She made me join one of her clubs at school, and it's been a lot of fun. Really? She seemed a little surprised. You didn't tell us you were in a club now. What club is it? A literature club. A literature club, huh? Dad had overheard our conversation and glanced up from the TV. How interesting. You know, the old man was the president of this school's literature club. I wrote a short story that ended up going to the final level of a fancy literature contest in Kyoto, and I won an award the size of... He paused and gestured his form to the TV. That TV. So our TV was from your literature club, Father. Okay. Time to make a literature club and get a TV at my high school. He paused to take a bite of his eggs. Perhaps a bit impractically sized, but it earned me all the more bragging rights. He pulled his closed laptop sitting on the table toward him. Let me pull up the PDF file. Oh, sweetie. Spare him the story. You try showing off that story every chance you get. Mom laughed. Aw, come on now, Miki. That story is something to be proud of. It brought one of the judges to tears when he read it. If our boy is in a literature club, he could benefit from taking a few notes from a pro. He grinned and turned back to his laptop, feverishly typing away. I smiled, folding the wrapping up. I gently tucked it into my pocket. Mom bent down to put the pen away and focus on wiping down the sink. So, who's on this club, Puka? Oh, well... I returned to my seat. Just myself, Sarah, and 3 other girls. You're the only boy? I'm hoping you know your manners. He gives me a stern look. I felt myself go hot with embarrassment. Of course, they've been really nice, and I've already written a few poems as a starting assignment. My dad nodded in approval. That's good to hear. Good to see my boy flexing his creative muscle. He returned down to his almost finished play. I glanced up at the small flat-screen television. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe stood at a podium, microphone surrounding him. The news headline talking about a ceremony honoring the veteran members in his political cabinet. I watched the smaller news banner roll across the screen, detailing Japan and world news. My mind clicked back to Natsuki, and I realized I technically hadn't even asked if it was okay for someone to even come over at all. Not like there would be a major problem. It's not like I'm throwing a party or something, but still. I coughed. Since I have you both here, I need to ask you something. Mom glanced up from the kitchen behind the counter. What is it? Dad shut his laptop, showing full attention. Well, our club is supposed to present this big school festival thing next week, and everyone in the club is supposed to help with decorations and setting up our booth. I'm working with a girl who's supposed to bake snacks and stuff to offer to the students, and I was wondering if, I gripped my fork, if it would be okay for her to come over on Sunday. If that's okay. Dad adjusted his glasses. What's the girl's name? Natsuki. Why can't she make the snacks at her house and you go over? I paused, not really having an answer. She just said it would be easier because I live a lot closer to the school than her, and her dad doesn't let us over. An uncomfortable silence followed. Dad glanced at Mom, who said nothing, only shrugged in reply. How long would she be over? She wanted to come over in the morning and leave by like dinner-ish. We were gonna make a lot of stuff, so it would take a while. Mom took a seat at the far end of the table. Well, this is rather convenient. I paused, expecting her next words to be a shutdown for my plan. How so? My dad picked up his empty glass and plate, heading over to the sink. Well, your mother and I got a word today that we were supposed to drive to Chiba for work training for some new equipment they're supposed to be implementing. We would be gone for the weekend plus another day or two. We were going to tell you after school that you'd be on your own for the weekend, but here we are. I pulled up my mental map of Japan. Chiba, a port city, was about 15 miles or so from here. Same-ish distance from here to Tokyo. Maybe a 30-minute drive or so. I had never been, but I think Mom and Dad have been there a few times before work-related stuff. So yes, you can invite this guy over. That is on one condition, I braced myself. Yes. Dad looked at me, dead seriousness in his eyes. Can you promise to keep your hands to yourself? You know we can't afford to erase your child. I feel my cheeks go red. Dad! I practically shouted. Dad and Mom started laughing. Despite myself, I awkwardly laughed as well. This might be a better thumbnail. I don't know. Thumbnails. That's all that's going through my head. Thumbnails. Dad flickered down to his smartwatch. Oh shoot, it's getting to be around 10. He looked at Mom. I could drive him to school, then come back and we'll head out. Mom smiled. Sure, that gives me time to change. Dad stood up, pushing his chair in. Ready to go? I glanced down at my plate and realized I had already touched it. Oh sure, I picked up my fork and shoveled a cup of eggs into my mouth. Took a few bites from a piece of toast and tore a chunk of bacon. Let me put this away. My mouth was almost full. I picked up the plate and glass and headed to the sink. Dad chuckled, grabbing his keys from the shelf. Remember to choose them. I quickly swallowed the mismatch of food, took a big swig of juice and put it in the fridge. I walked back to the table and grabbed my bag. Let's go. Dad gave Mom a quick peck on the cheek and moved to the door. I hugged my mom. Hands to yourself, Puka. Mom! I muttered, blushing. Have fun at school. I can't believe I had to try to do this accent. I released the hug. I had to attempt to do the accent. I couldn't just leave it. Why am I so weird? Oh well. This is a good stream. I'm enjoying this part. I'm enjoying this chapter already. Let us hit that like. While I'm pulling up my stream again, I'm just going to hit that like button, guys, and also hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. But yeah, let's get back to this. She gave a light wave as she closed the door behind us, hearing it clack and clock. Clack and lock. Oh, yeah. We turned and started heading to the car. Okay. Well, here we are. Dad pulled the car up to the front gate, idling in a stretch of empty road along the sidewalk. I picked up my bag up and pulled it from over my shoulder. My dad was adjusting the radio back to his favorite station, a political fireside chat. Remember what your mother said, Puka? Hands to yourself. I scoffed. Dad, you know I'd never dream of doing anything forceful. He nodded. I know, we raised you right. You always look out for others. Just keep it in mind and be courteous. Make her something to eat before she arrives. Tidy up a bit around the house. Be a gentleman. I smiled. Thanks, Dad. I stuck out my hand and he firmly shook it. Have a good day, son. Have a good day. See you by Tuesday. Mom and I will text you. I nodded and opened the door, stepping out into the road. I shut it behind me and gave a parting wave, watching my dad pull out and start to drive off. I watched his car zoom by and turned to walk towards the school. I punched in the code to open the electronic gate. It locks once school starts to keep students in and keep undesirables out, and stood back as it automatically opened. I started to walk up to the doors and heard it silently click back to lock. I swung open the doors and walked through the lobby of the school, a 3-story modern architecture area with exposed support columns and lots of floral decorations. I approached the main office and opened the door. More people. A younger female student looked like a first year, with a blue streak in her dark hair and mid-expression on her face stared down at the phone. She glanced up at me and quickly returned to her device. I walked up to the main desk. Hello, I need admission to class, please. I politely said this to the receptionist, an older woman wearing a maroon office suit. She propped open her chunky black laptop and started to type. Name, PukaTuka. Student number, 0734. ID. I reached into my wallet and pulled out my student-issued identification card. She glanced down at it and handed it back, typing away. Reason for tardiness? I woke up late. She clicked her tongue. You should consider an alarm. I breathed in through my nose. I have one. It didn't go off. She said nothing, still typing. Was she writing a book or something? How long? Oh, don't do that. How long did it take to? A small black device on her desk buzzed. A red light shining faintly. A thin piece of paper slowly printed out, the school's emblem adorning the top. She waited for it to fully print and ripped it free, handing it to me. I gently took the paper. Arigato, Yoichi Nichi O. Yeah, I'm not gonna try that. The receptionist said nothing, typing away again. I sighed and nodded to the girl and returned to the lobby. Naturally, the hallways were deserted as class was already in session. I slowly walked past the closed doors, faintly hearing the conversation in each one. Alright, I couldn't hear my voice in there. I was like, am I muted? I slowly walked past the closed doors, faintly hearing the conversations in each one. I listened to my shoes clack, clack, clack against the checkerboard linoleum, I don't know how to say that, hallway. My current period, computer science, was upstairs. I quickly made my way up the stairwell to the second floor and walked to the class. I took a moment to check my phone a final time before hastily putting it in my bag. I took a deep breath before knocking on the door. I paused. You may enter, a male voice said. I turned the knob and entered the class. Here we go. A dozen of students' faces were looking up at me from the terminals, most returning to the computers when they recognized me. This Puka, Mr. Frank, my instructor, was an Eastern European man, 40-something, with thin brown hair and thick black glasses. He was standing at the front of the room, a textbook in hand. He turned to me and gave me a polite smile. Ah, Mr. Odaka. How pleasant of you to finally join us. His voice was laced with a slight annoyance. Tardiness was always looked down upon and viewed as a disrespect to the teacher. I gave a light bow. My apologies, sir. My alarm failed to go off this morning. I pulled out the admission paper and handed it to him. He glanced at it and tucked it into his shirt pocket. I consider getting a new one. Please take a seat. We were finishing up our review paper from last class, due at the end of the period. I nodded and quickly walked to my assigned place. A sleek gray desktop computer sat a wireless mouse and keyboard to match. I set my bag down and started powering it up. Besides me was Shinichi, one of my anime friends. He was busy typing away at his terminal with a billion different tabs open and white earbuds on. He glanced over at me and leaned over. Nice of you to show up, Puka, he whispered. Stuff it, Ozaki. I woke up late. I pulled out my binder. Too busy reading those erotic mangas, huh? He snickered. That login window popped up. I quickly typed in my credentials and logged in. Within a few seconds, my home page popped up. I opened up my documents and clicked open my drive. I started to type. No, unlike you, I was up talking to a girl. Ooh, watch out everyone, we got a real charmer on our hands. I love doing these other voices, I'm really enjoying it. He said, not looking away from the screen. I paused. So, who's the girl, huh? Anyone I know? I don't think so. I met her at a club a week ago. I paused. She's into manga. Cool, you should try bringing her to the anime club. We could use a little female company, he said jokingly. I laughed, keeping my voice quiet. What? And have you tried to swoop in and be a creep? Not on your gentleman. Mr. Frink's voice was stern and cold. He made a gesture. Work. We both nodded. Apologies, sir. Shinichi said, cutting me off. I was just re-familiarizing Puka on what we were doing. Mr. Frink sat down at his desk. You shouldn't need re-familiarizing. You should be working. I don't like this teacher already. I don't like it. And again, this is a whole different country, so I have no clue how it works when it comes to, like, respect and all that stuff, how teachers act towards students. He started to type away at his personal computer, ending the conversation. Shinichi looked at me. I shrugged. Whatever. He returned to his work. I continued to type. I don't like this teacher. I don't like Mr. Frink. The second period bell rang, and I quickly picked up the rest of my papers and shoved them into my bag. I quickly logged off my terminal and slung my bag over my shoulder, nodded to Mr. Frank, and headed out. Ah, students are sorry about that, you know. Just have to talk to my mom. I don't know how to make websites myself. I might have to learn that in the future. Anyway, students are already shuffling out of the classroom, moving against and with each other to get to their class. I took a moment to glance down at my phone, greeted to a few notifications, including a message from Natsuki, which made my heart skip a beat. I went back to my chat log. Sayori still isn't opened my message yet. I felt myself grow worried. She probably just has it turned off or something, and I'll see her through the heads of students. I could see a familiar swirl of coral pink hair with a vibrant red bow atop it. Sayori! Hey, Sayori! I call out her, ignoring the looks of students nearby. I see her head turn, but quickly turn back. She moves away. Is she avoiding me? Maybe she just doesn't. Sayori! I called out a little bit louder. This time she turns around fully. We lock eyes. I see a trace of fear in her eyes before warping to happiness. She waves and beckons me over. I smile and start to move through the students. She moves aside near a water fountain, separate from the rush of students. I rush in to join her. She's sort of looking around, not really meeting her eyes. Hey, sorry about this morning. Did you get my text? I reached into my pocket for the cookies. Oh, seemed to trail off. My phone is dead. It unplugged in the middle of the night. That doesn't quite make sense, I mused myself. If her phone was dead, how did she call me this morning? Maybe it still had some charge left, or she charged it for a little bit? It doesn't matter. I pulled out the wrapped cookies and handed it to her. I got you something to make up for a makeup kit. These were your favorite kind as a kid, remember, with the white chocolate chips? She looked up at me. Her cheeks and eyes were slightly puffy red, with a hint of concealer dashed around. It wasn't quite working, and it seems like a generous amount was used to try and conceal it. What happened? Sayori, are you okay? Oh, she blushes, a hot wave of embarrassment washing over her. I think I'm sick or something. I'm not sure if I'll make it to the club meeting. I might go home early. I'll put it in the group chat. She gingerly takes the cookies and slips them into her blazer pocket. Thank you, Puka. You're always looking out for me. She gives me a hug and starts to walk away, but I put a hand on her shoulder. Sayori, were you crying? What's wrong? She almost shakes me off. I feel my heart shatter. No, I'm fine. I'm just sick. I gotta get to class. I'll talk to you later. She moves away, almost hastily, walking down the hallway. In a few seconds, she turns the corner and disappears, leaving me standing in the middle of a near-empty hallway, my mind spinning with worry. Oh boy. Lunch period. Oh my god, that scared me. I just don't know what to think at this point. Have you talked to her about it? No, not really, but I've been worried about her. Natsuki and I were sitting at the same spot we had lunch at yesterday, overlooking the main foyer. The rays of sunlight shine down onto our table, reflecting on her short pink hair. It gave her an angelic quality, and she looked beautiful. She took a bite from her sandwich. I took a moment to drink some of my stew. I don't know how to say it. Butajiri stew. Has she said anything to you? No, not really. You? She shook her head, sipping her iced glass of water. Should we bring it up to Monica? She is the club president, and she's always told us to go to her if there's any problem. I paused, swirling my stew around with my spoon. I don't know, because I'm not sure if there's even a problem at all. It could just be my head messing with me or something. I took another bite. Natsuki looked down at her half-eaten sandwich, a thoughtful look on her face. Well, maybe you should try talking to her first and get a better sense of what's going on in her head. You two were best friends, right? I paused. Were? She shook her head. Sorry, are. Well, yeah, friends since we were like 7. We grew up a block away from each other. Okay, so y'all would have hung out and stuff, right? Gone to each other's houses? Yes. So try seeing if you can go over someday, today or tomorrow. Hang out, do stuff. Her cheeks showed a trace of blush. Try to ask her questions about what's going on with her life and how she feels. See how she feels. And if that doesn't work, just flat out say what you think is going on. I I looked up at Natsuki. That's a great idea. I'll text her after lunch. Thank you for suggesting that. Natsuki smiled, enjoying the compliment. I tried to switch gears. Hey, also, my parents said it was okay for you to come over on Sunday. I'll send you my address later. She smiled. Cool, and did you read Parfait Girls? I pulled out my bag and set it next to me. I unzipped it and pulled out the volume, damage-free. Yes, I spent all night reading it. Actually, I ended up waking up late for this morning. Natsuki laughed. You dummy, don't be like that and just do nothing but read all night. You could have just read it in the morning, you know. I shrugged, putting it back in my bag. I know, but I just wanted to finish it. I took a sip of my Ramune soda and poured it into the glass. I have to admit, I thought it was going to be kind of boring, but it's actually really interesting. I can't wait to keep reading with you. I paused. Thank you. Natsuki blushed. Hey, don't make me feel weird about it. It's been fun reading with you. Every time I show it to people, they always brush it off and never give it a chance, so thanks yourself. I really need... Wait, give me a second. I need to do something. I'm back. The school lunch bell rang and the cafeteria became alive with activity. I'm sorry, I had to get dressed. I should probably start explaining what I have to go do. Because I always just say, be right back, and I get back and explain what I do. Which, you know, isn't the worst thing. I'm still saying what I did, but I don't know. Shut up, you're nothing. You're a fish. I stood up and took out 2 trays and dumped them, and walked Natsuki downstairs. I said my goodbyes to her and watched her walk away. I stepped outside the cafeteria, pulled out my phone, and noticed there were a few text messages. It was from the literature club chat from a few minutes ago. Not sure why I didn't feel my phone go off. Hey, I'm really sorry, but I won't be able to make it to the club today. I'm feeling sick and I've asked to be sent home. Still gonna try to do my part for the festival. Hey, don't stress yourself. If you can't do stuff, just don't worry. We'll work around it. Thank you for telling us. Hope you feel better soon. How unfortunate. I hope you start to feel better soon, Sayori. So she's already going home? On a normal basis, I won't be seeing her till the day of the festival 3 days from now. If this is something serious, I can't hesitate to wait. I was gonna be home alone anyway, so it's not like I need to ask permission from Mom and Dad to stay late somewhere. I pulled up the chat and started to type. Hey, is it okay if I go over to your house after school? Maybe we could watch a movie like old times. The response was near immediate. I'd like that. I'll make snacks. See you then. Hey, okay, that's good. We're doing stuff. Every time I look at my phone background, it sort of makes me sad because, oh my god, guys, a lot of my friends are seniors and they're graduating. I'm not gonna be with them. That's me next year. I smiled and shoved my phone back in my pocket. I was gonna get to the bottom of this and make sure things were right. I started my walk to my next class. Oh dang, that was short. Okay. Okay, that was really short. Alright, but that's gonna be it, I guess. So, alright. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, why don't you go ahead and smash that like button. Also, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit that little bell so you know whenever next time I upload